Hello everyone, this is my, third video about cannas. They are different cannas, they're called tropical ones. They grow up to 2 meter tall. This is the white color one. We done the red one the other time, if you remember. So yeah, now it's December, January now. We normally would have done that in December after first frost, but this year it's been warm. It's January in London weather, and so we're trying to do a little bit later than normally we did. It's still alright. As you can see, there are lots of green leaves there, so it hasn't taken the frost yet. And the idea is, there's many ways people do it. Some is that the people, they take the roots out, they dry it, they put it away somewhere frost-free, and they plant it back in spring. That's one way to grow it. What I like to do is, I like to give myself a head start. So I normally take them out, divide them, put them in a smaller bucket like this one. They're easy to manage. I can put them in conservatory or anywhere else that is frost-free, and they take less space, but yet they still grow. They keep growing the roots and systems and structures until early spring. So April, once the frost is out, I then put them back into this bigger pots, and then they grow. They grow up to 2 meters tall. With this approach, comparing that to the root one, I get flowers as early as beginning of June, late May, beginning of June more rightly, but sometimes I get it in late May too. Where if I grow it from roots, sometimes I have to wait till beginning of July to see the flowers, to see the height that I want to see. But with this one, it normally stayed on our decking. I have about 10 of these big buckets. And by beginning of June, I feel the tropical feel that I want to feel, with lots of flowers that is there. So I prefer this approach, but obviously, depending on whether you have conservatory and if you have a space, if you don't have one, then naturally you better off with taking the roots out. The process is very simple. With the roots, you take the bucket, empty it, sort of chop off wherever you can chop off, dry it with the soil. Take any roots that stands out better for you and put it in, let it dry in some kind of conservatory, greenhouse, wherever you have. And once there is a dry roots, then you can store it off in a cotton or whatever you have. As far as it stays dry and frost-free, the root will grow back, and then that's fine. But anyway, going back to our approach is very simple. I take them, I don't want to put 4 small buckets inside, 4 big buckets inside, so I normally take them, I'll divide them, I'll get more plant next year, I'll put them in the smaller bucket and put them inside. So how I do it is very simple. First I just smooth it up a bit, so I know I can pull it off. So I like to keep some of the plants, if I can, unbroken. I tip off as much as I can, shake it a bit, and the plant comes out. And you'll see some of them obviously will break. I am normally very, very kind of rough with them, because I know these plants, they can take it very well. I've been doing it for several years, and I didn't have any problem with it. So the idea is I'm going to just divide that into 4, and I'm just trying to see where I get the best part. Where I can sort of have an equal amount of division, and this seems to be right for me, I think. I'll get a few there and a few there. It's very simple. Take the spade, rough inside, and that you divide into 2. And again, so now I have 3 plants, as you can see, and I can't cut that actually. As I said, I am quite rough with this, as I know this plant is quite tolerant of that. It can tolerate a bit of a roughness. So you see lots of roots has been chopped away. That's normal damage where the cost is, but that's not a problem to worry about. The main thing is to get as much as possible under, giving the size of the plant you're going to put, and fill it up. Soil around,
I'm sort of topping it up because it's, you know, they probably run out of the nutrition that they had on the other one. So you can see this one, for example, this one had a frostbite already. This already had a frostbite. So these two are not going to grow, but they are attached to lots of root system at the bottom, which will shoot out new roots within 3 weeks, and you'll have a tall plant like this very soon after. While this plant also, it will give good kickstart to the rest of the root system. As it's growing, this will grow up, encourage and produce all kind of things in the ground. So if you know all the energy that you need to store back in, and it does right. So I normally leave 1 or 2 if I can, like this. It also looks nice in the conservatory, but mainly I have a feeling, I don't know the science behind it, but I have a feeling when you have few of the green one, it does help the root system to do better. So that's it, that's one done. And I normally would ask my 13-year-old, which is here, he's a very tall boy now, and my another boy, which is 11 years old, he's kind of getting taller also. He likes cameraing and all that kind of thing. That boy, he can carry things. So it's good to make these kind of things, you know, all the support structure that you need, like children early. So when you're in my age, you don't have to suffer much. I would advise you to have this. Think of that. I had a little bit later. I could have had 20 years old who could all do all this one too for me. But it's not bad. I think, you know, having 13 is good enough. You have to be grateful what you have, I guess. It would have been better. But 13 is not bad, and 10 is not bad too. They're doing lots of help. And every help counts, I guess. This is going to be my next plant. As you can see, all the shoots that are new will grow to a plant within, I would say, 1 week or 2. I will have a good green leaves, and I'm going to chop and dry one later inside the greenhouse. I don't want to do them now. The main reason that as you chop them, I don't know how long I'll be probably outside. The cold that can go into it, suffer more. And also I like to work with the plant. So I think that's what the plant wanted to do. Have it frost, let it dry, and do whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but I feel to let the plant do what they like to do is very important. So that's it for now. Thank you very much.